City of Chicago, celebrating peace and dialogue, and how wonderful that we can be together again this evening. Now, previously at the Peace and Dialogue Awards, I had said someday I would love to travel to Turkey, where this wonderful idea of the Niagara Foundation came to be. Well, I'm happy to say, since I was here last, I have had the pleasure of traveling with my family to Istanbul, Turkey. In fact, last summer we not only saw Istanbul, but Ephesus. It was incredible, and it was even more beautiful than I had ever imagined. Not only did my family, my 4 children, my husband and I, get a chance to experience the sincere warmth of the Turkish people, but we all witnessed the beauty of seeing Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, Bosphorus, and the headquarters of the Greek Orthodox Church. It was so beautiful to see the relationship between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all together. And I know in Hagia Sophia you look up and you see symbols from Islam, you see Christianity, you see Judaism all together. And I thought, what a beautiful thing if the world could be more like this everywhere, where we're all together. And because of the efforts of the Niagara Foundation, we are brought together tonight to remember that we are more alike than we are different, because of the kindness of the Sinar family and of the Turkish people. My family, my children, will always see the Islamic culture in a wonderful light. And what is that old saying? Let peace begin with me. And I know for all of us in this room, it begins with each of us, each day. We begin with words from the co-chair of tonight's event, Governor Pat Quinn. Greetings. As Governor of the State of Illinois, I am pleased to welcome everyone gathered for this Peace Dialogue Awards 2010 presented by the Niagara Foundation. Since its inception in 1997, the Niagara Foundation has worked to promote a world where people from all walks of life interact to serve their communities. This service strengthens our society and highlights the importance of cooperation and teamwork. Sincerely, Pat Quinn, Governor of Illinois.
The Niagara Foundation has been a great partner for us. And tonight is one of those events where I think they have an opportunity to shine and show the diversity of our community, where community matters. The last couple of days with the events in New York remind us all how important everybody's role is in protecting our community as a whole. Everybody has a role in it. So on behalf of the visiting governor, on behalf of the Niagara Foundation, welcome.
We are here to honor and recognize very inspiring individuals and groups who dedicated themselves to peace, community service, education, and positive dialogues.
It's truly an enormous privilege and blessing to be asked to share with you the words of one of the truly great men of our age, a person who really is a beacon of hope for the human family. I want to take this opportunity to express my appreciation for the endeavors of those who have committed themselves to spread peace and dialogue and encourage community service everywhere they go. I believe that future generations will remember them with gratitude. I would like to extend special congratulations to those who have been nominated for an award this evening. I also salute those who took their time and went above and beyond to nominate men and women of excellence, and those whose presence here tonight brings joy to the celebration of the achievements in the greater Illinois area. Our world and our future need peace and dialogue now more than ever. We will gain universal peace and happiness ultimately by learning to respect each other's differences, by emphasizing and living around universal values, by recognizing the richness of the diversity in our communities, and in this way, by building such model societies for our future generations. When we walk the path towards that universal peace, we may encounter many obstacles due to the lack of dialogue and communication among people. In order to overcome those barriers, we need to learn how to dialogue. We need to learn what our shared humanitarian ideals are and how to respect everyone in his or her own position. Today, these individuals and groups stand for the highest ideals, bear burdens, and bring hope to all of us to build peace islands in our communities. All such efforts towards peace and dialogue should be celebrated and applauded. By doing so, we may all join those who are working to make peace islands against the possible waves of violence and conflict, and their exemplary works may inspire us. God willing, through such efforts and the efforts of many others who are working for peace, our world will become a cradle of brother and sisterhood. Tonight's event recognizes that we are at our best when we work together to serve others, and that this is the only way forward for us as a peaceful society. My sincere thanks go to all award recipients for their inspiring works. Thank you, and have the most enjoyable evening. M. Fatula Ulan.
To accept this award. I had the privilege of getting to know the Niagara Foundation about a year or so ago, and their work is really quite wonderful. I love the mission of promoting diversity and fostering respect across all cultures. And I really think the organization is a voice for the diverse neighborhoods that comprise our city and the multitude of ethnicities that make their homes here in Chicago. And I think their mission really helps reinforce that Chicago truly is a global city and a voice for cultural awareness and understanding. I really do look forward to continuing to be involved with the Niagara Foundation and to being part of your ongoing efforts to increase diversity, tolerance, and respect. And I really hope everyone here tonight will do their part to advance the Foundation's vision and make an impact as well.
It's a great joy and a great honor, but of course I didn't do all this alone, and the way it works is an incredible team that happened to be here tonight.
The unexpected honor of this award bestowed upon me so graciously also should not be for the sake of ego, especially when I do not stand alone in the effort to find rapprochement between Turks and Greeks, between Christians and Muslims. For this must be an international effort. Therefore, I dedicate my reception of this award to His All-Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, who expressed great joy upon learning of our initial dialogue with Turkish-American groups throughout our nation, such as the Niagara Foundation and the Pacifica Institute in Los Angeles, California, where I will soon be speaking on his behalf. His All-Holiness knows Hodza Effendi Gulen personally and considers him a friend. His All-Holiness has been a tireless laborer in the field for peace and justice, not only for the community in Turkey, but for all persons of all races, of all cultures, of all faith traditions throughout the world. If we are to continue our ascent of the mountain, whether by great strides or carefully searching out narrow footholds, the guidance of such climbers as Fethullah Gulen and His All-Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew will continue to be our trusted guides. In their path, in their honor, I gratefully thank you and again exclaim with all my heart, friends, sisters, and brothers, Lord, it is good for us to be here. Çok teşekkür ederim.
I'm proud of the fact that I'm closely allied with the Niagara Foundation because they have a mission to bring peace to every community around the world, and they espouse a philosophy of life that says that there's this big, wide, wonderful world out there and that we should live in peace and harmony together. When I look around this room, I see America. For anyone who decided they want to make a movie or they decided to write a book about America, all they needed to do was to come to this wonderful place today, and they will see a wonderful display of humanity, people loving each other, wanting to live in peace and harmony with one another, and when that happens, it's a win-win situation for all of us. I believe that when we work together and live together, great things will happen, and I see a lot of wonderful things happening here tonight.
For the work of the Niagara Foundation is more important this evening than ever before. As we know, over the weekend, another terrorist attempt has been made in our country. If the person who has been arrested provides to be the culprit, I'm afraid we're going to enter another period of Islamophobia. Some will proudly stoke the fires of mistrust of all Muslims and those with whom they disagree, asking the same question that has been asked 1,000 times before: where are the moderate voices of Islam? An answer they rarely, if ever, report. Where indeed? Where indeed? In this room. In this room, with all of us assembled, the Secretary White said, "This is America." Tonight, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Jain, Baha'i, Buddhist, Hindu, all who stand for fairness and equality and a seat for everyone at the tables of decision. It is groups such as the Niagara Foundation that are leading such a battle. Niagara's mission is shaped, as you have heard, by the inclusive thought of Imam Fethullah Gulen, whose vision began in Niagara. It is to the Imam and those who are part of the Gulen movement, here and around the world, that we thank for their message of hope and inclusion. Our prayer is that your being here this evening will embolden you to share that same vision with those with whom you are in contact.
such a privilege, to be honored at the same time as really wonderful leaders here in the Chicago community. And again, I'm so impressed with the work of the Niagara Foundation, everything they're doing to support peace, to support bringing global communities together, and it's really been an honor to be part of tonight's festivities. So thank you for allowing me to be part of this.
It's just a great honor to be part of all of these people that I've known all my life. It's wonderful to be part of it.
I think tonight's event was beautifully characteristic of a world living together in peace and harmony, and it's so important to move beyond tolerance and to love one another as sisters and brothers. And when we look into one another's eyes and see each other's history and acknowledge the difficulties and overcome them, then we can live in peace and harmony, and we need to. We need to do that so this world can be a better place, or else what are we going to do? We're not going to be here much longer otherwise, and I think it's better to live in peace and harmony and with God's love among all people. So it's a wonderful night. It's a night of festivity. It's a night of sharing and a night of harmony and definitely peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
And thank the Niagara Foundation for its giving and caring spirit and for bringing people around the world together, putting a lot of emphasis upon friendship, love, and of course appreciation for the humankind. And I just believe that they're on the right track, and I'm just really glad to be a part of this wonderful night. Yeah, I will remember it forever.